Right, guys, this is Dr. Al Rivera, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to explore a topic that is very, very sensitive, and that you'll see why in this video. This is kind of a complicated relationship. Number one, the amount of drinking doesn't really mean much, and the negative reactions will still occur. It doesn't matter if it's a big amount or small amount. It just happens like when there's kids that have peanut allergy. Have you ever heard that just the food that they're eating now being confectioned in a place that processes peanuts, it's enough to trigger an allergic reaction we call anaphylaxis. And number two, we'll have wine lovers in healthcare saying that it is healthy to drink because they do not understand inflammation very well. Now, autoimmune diseases happen when an immune system attacks our body by mistake. Things like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, psoriasis, or autoimmune diseases. And this is obviously characterized by a widespread inflammation that attack the joints, skin, kidneys, nervous system. It all depends on what the diagnosis is. It's basically that the inflammation is there, but the manifestation is different from person to person. Now, here's a complicated thing. Alcohol can suppress or can worsen the immune response depending on how much the person drinks or how often. Okay, this is a different thing. How but the amount again is irrelevant. Alcohol will cause inflammation both directly and indirectly, producing the release of inflammatory substances. And I'm going to go over about that. But let's dive into rheumatoid arthritis, a disease that inflames joints. It destroys them, highly deforming arthritis. And studies show that, hey, if the person drinks moderately, they lower the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. But unfortunately, if the disease is present, drinking will exacerbate the condition. It can be a mild pain or a pain this big, but it is related. The other disease that I want to mention is lupus, very common. This one affects skin, nervous system, brain, um, skin, and this guy gets royally worse in the presence of alcohol. Now, another thing that happens, which is basically a perfect storm, is when we drink, the medications that are used to manage the autoimmune diseases interact negatively with alcohol. What will this cause? The person's gonna have side effects, but you know who we're gonna blame? We're gonna blame the medication. This is something that I see in my practice, and this is and check this out. Some people drink over the weekend. Maybe they had a beer with dinner on Friday night, but then on Monday they're blaming an activity as the cause of their increased pain. But in reality, they're just protecting the alcohol reputation or don't understand. Again, in healthcare, not everybody that's in healthcare understands inflammation. Guys, inflammation is like fire. It is there. And it starts in the back. Let's say I get a sprain, and if I don't do anything, in a few days, my body gets stiff. And with time, I'm going to start getting pains in other areas of my body. And sometimes I think, oh, it's some compensating. No, inflammation is spreading. Another disease, and this is something that I had before I discovered all these things that I work with today, is psoriasis. Psoriasis can affect the skin. It causes eczema. We call it red scaly patches. It inflames the joint. This arthritis can be very deforming. I've seen a deformity of the finger, which is called sausage fingers. When a person that has psoriasis drinks, this will again trigger immune system hyperactivity or overactivity. And again, when this happens, what will the system do? The fire gets lit. But when we drink, there's several things that happen in the body, but there's two that actually make me think, and I explain always to my patients is it doesn't matter the amount of alcohol we drink, it has to go through the liver. And when it goes through the liver, it puts the immune system on overdrive. Then another thing that it causes is it takes the immune cells and force them into secreting the pro-inflammatory substances, basically it turning them from fireman to arsonist. So then when there is an immune disease, the amount of alcohol, again, it's irrelevant to put the system on fire, and this will cause worsening of any autoimmune condition. Worsening. So what does that mean? It provokes flare-ups and makes the pain more frequent and more severe. Now, guys, if you find this video helpful, go down, hit like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. Again, this is Dr. Al Rivera. Much love. Talk to you soon.